Mr. President, I asked my remarks to be printed in the Journal. And again, on this issue, I did not expect to make any comments, but I do so for one compelling reason. In this state, among all of the states in the Union, we desperately need jobs. And we should be doing everything possible to do it. Now, those of us in this body, yes, we've got our partisan beliefs, we have our ideological positions. We need to give those up immediately to put people work in this state. There are several ways that we can bring in jobs right now. One of them, and critically, is this: small businesses need capital. There are so many businesses throughout the state of Michigan right now who are ready to expand, ready to hire people, but they can't get the financing. We've got developers who've already purchased the land, entered into leases to operate new facilities. They're ready to go, but they can't get a construction loan. This proposed state bank would provide our small businesses with the capital that they need to create jobs now. This works within the market, not against the market. The bank that we're proposing would be a wholesale bank that would support our community banks, which are also small businesses in this state that need help right now. They're on the verge of going underwater, but they don't have the money to hire big, high-paid lobbyists in Washington to get them bailed out by Congress. Let's, you and I as taxpayers, support our local business people so they can hire more people. This bank will not pose a risk to the taxpayers. The way the North Dakota Bank operates is that it ends up buying federally guaranteed loans from community banks. And here's the benefit of that. It frees up more money for the community bank to loan to other businesses. I urge you, do everything you can possible to support our small businesses. And one of the things they need right now, they need access to capital. Yes, there are other reasons why they don't have access to capital. We need to make our lending and accounting standards that value the collateral to back these loans more flexible. That's what Congress should be doing right now. They aren't. That's one way to do it. But let's not just blame other people. Let's take action to create jobs. This state bank, along with other measures, such as training Michiganders for jobs that are already here right now in the state. And Mr. President, every year, there are 12,000 to 13,000 jobs that are good-paying jobs. They pay $50,000, $60,000, many times over $100,000 a year. But Michigan employers can't find anybody in Michigan qualified to be hired into those jobs. There's another way that we can create jobs is by training people to be filled in those jobs. So we can train people better. We can ask Washington to provide stimulus dollars that more directly create jobs. But most importantly, let's leverage the $23 billion a year that we collect in taxes and fees to create jobs right here in Michigan through the market by supporting our community banks, by supporting our small businesses who are struggling right now for their very existence. These are businesses that don't have political connections. These business owners have to work round the clock just running their business. They can't hire lobbyists to get bailed out like a big investment bank on Wall Street, but they need our help, and if we help them, they'll help our people by hiring more of our people. Look, no plan is perfect. No plan is ideologically neutral, but we are in an economic crisis in this state. I'd urge everyone, let's consider every possible angle to create jobs. Yes, I believe the government should be able to create jobs. Some of you may think, well, the market should. Let's pursue all of them right now. We need to do this. This state bank is something that's worked for over 100 years in the Bank of North Dakota. The current Republican governor of North Dakota was the former president of this bank. This works. It can work here in Michigan. In closing, we got to do everything possible, Mr. President, to bring jobs in Michigan. We can't say no to any legitimate way to bringing jobs in. A Michigan Economic Development Bank is good for business. It's good for our state. It'll help support our community banks and provide more jobs and provide them as soon as possible. We need that today. Thank you.